What if I told you that in just 90 days you could completely change your life? Not by luck, not by wishful thinking, but by fierce daily commitment. What if the person you are right now barely resembled the one you'll become in just 3 months? This isn't a fantasy, it's a plan, and it starts now. Let's get something clear from the start. This isn't another motivational speech to make you feel good for 10 minutes. This is a complete identity shift. The next 90 days are not about temporary hype. They're about deep transformation. You're about to begin a war with the version of you that scrolls endlessly, procrastinates, and lives in hesitation. And if you're serious about becoming someone the world won't recognize by the end of this, then this is your moment. Watch this. Replay it. Study it. Because this is the blueprint you've been needing. Think of this as the start of your rebirth. In the next 3 months, if you lock in, truly lock in, you'll see changes not just in how you look or work, but in how you think, speak, and move. The weak version of you, the one that overthinks, doubts, and delays, he'll be gone, replaced by a sharper, focused, more driven you. Why? Because 90 days of radical discipline isn't magic. It's math. Consistent repetition rewires your identity. Here's the truth most never accept. Change doesn't happen when you feel inspired. Change happens when you remove every escape route. When you stop giving yourself backup plans and decide, truly decide, that you're done playing small. This isn't a trial period. It's a full commitment. And if you follow through every day without fail, you won't need motivation anymore. You'll become the kind of person who moves without it. Let's talk about identity. Your brain is wired by repetition. The more you do something, the deeper the habit grooves into your mind. Do it once, nothing changes. Do it twice, it starts to stick. Do it every day for 90 days without compromise. That's your new identity. You no longer have to try. It becomes who you are. Waking up early, choosing discipline, building your goals. It stops being a task and starts being your default setting. You want to rise above the crowd? Here's the truth. Most people never make it past day 3. They're trapped in cycles of short bursts and quick falls. They do a few days, then break. A week, then disappear. That's not commitment, that's dabbling. But momentum, real momentum, is built through pain, through friction, through the days when it's hard, boring, or quiet. That's the wall you must push through. Because once you do, it stops being effort and starts being flow. So let's end with this. Discomfort isn't a sign to stop. It's a signal you're transforming. When your muscles burn, your thoughts resist, and your habits fight back, that's where the magic is. That's where most fold, but not you. Not this time, because you've decided you're not hoping for a better life. You're becoming the kind of person who builds one. A real decision changes everything. It burns the bridges behind you. It closes the door to who you used to be and opens the path to who you're becoming. When you lock in for 90 days, you're not adding a few new habits. You're building an entirely new identity. Every day you show up, even when it's inconvenient, you're proving to your brain that the old version of you no longer runs the show. This isn't about motivation. It's about proof. Discipline becomes your new language. And each time you speak it through action, your subconscious rewrites your story. Let's get into the science of why this works. Your brain follows patterns. It remembers what you do often. If you consistently act with focus, drive, and discipline, your brain will eventually label that as your identity. Not your goals, not your wishes, your repeated actions. Do something enough times, and it becomes automatic. Your job over the next 90 days is not to aim for perfection. It's to build momentum that can't be stopped. And momentum is built one choice at a time. One rep, 1 hour of focus, one step forward, again and again, without apology. Most people never build momentum because they keep hitting the reset button. They're hot for 3 days, then cold for 2. They let their feelings decide their follow-through. But momentum doesn't care about how you feel. It's built on consistency, not emotion. You need to stop starting over and start compounding. When you show up daily, especially when you don't want to, you create the kind of momentum that turns hard into normal, that turns I don't feel like it into this is just who I am now. Here's what separates those who rise from those who stay stuck. Discipline. Discipline doesn't ask if you're tired. It doesn't wait for the weather to be nice or your schedule to be perfect. Discipline acts, and action leads to movement, and movement leads to momentum. The more you move, the less you need motivation. Motivation fades, but habits stay, and over time those habits turn into identity. Discipline is the bridge between the person you are and the person you're meant to be. But let me warn you, before the momentum comes, resistance will try to stop you. The pain, the doubt, the urge to quit, that's not failure, that's the test. Every time you feel like giving up and choose to keep going, you're growing. Resistance is a gift in disguise. It means you're leaving behind the version of yourself that never finishes. Think of it like weight training. You don't grow muscles without tension. The same is true for your mind, your character, and your identity. You must lean into that discomfort. It's where the transformation lives. So when those whispers come, the ones that say, you can rest, you've done enough, take a break, you respond with action, you don't negotiate with doubt, you don't argue with excuses, you show up. And in that moment, you start becoming unstoppable, because transformation isn't found in hype. It's found in showing up when no one's watching, when no one's cheering and doing the work anyway. Now let's build the foundation. If you're truly ready to become unrecognizable in 90 days, then you need a system. Not a random list of tasks, a structure, a blueprint that doesn't depend on how you feel or what your mood is, a daily rhythm so powerful that your old self can't survive inside it. That's where the 90-day lock-in begins. This transformation rests on 4 non-negotiable pillars. Every single day you will follow them. No breaks, no excuses. Miss one, you recommit, but you never allow yourself to break the chain. Pillar 1, the mind. Your thoughts shape your world. And for the next 90 days, your mind will become your strongest weapon. 1 full hour every day must be dedicated to feeding it. That means reading high-level books, writing your thoughts, reflecting on your progress. No distractions, no scrolling. This isn't about information, it's about transformation. The content you consume becomes the software running your life. So don't feed your brain junk. Choose ideas that stretch you, words that challenge you, and habits that elevate you. Over time, your thinking becomes sharper. Your speech becomes precise. Your thoughts become strategic. That's the result of deliberate mental conditioning. Pillar 2, the body. You don't need a six-pack, but you need power, energy, drive. Every day, you will move your body with intensity. At least 30 minutes, up to 60. This isn't for aesthetics, it's for stamina. Run, lift, stretch, box, hike, it doesn't matter. What matters is motion. Sweat is proof of commitment. Every drop says, I don't negotiate with weakness. The stronger your body, the stronger your mind. They're connected. If your body fails, your focus fails. Your energy slips, your drive cracks. But when you train your body, you build a vessel that can carry the weight of your new standards. Pillar 3, the mission. This is where most people drift. They wake up and react to life instead of building it. Not you. For the next 90 days, you give your mission at least 90 minutes of deep, focused work daily. No phone, no distractions. If you're building a business, build. If you're writing a book, write. If you're mastering a skill, train. And if you don't know your mission yet, finding it becomes your mission. You do not wait for clarity. You earn it through action. Why 90 minutes? Because most people don't even give their dreams 90 minutes a week. You'll give it every single day. Pillar 4, stillness. This one's overlooked, but vital. Every day, 10 to 20 minutes of complete stillness. No phone, no talking, no stimulation, just you, your breath, and your thoughts. Sit, walk, lie down. Doesn't matter. What matters is disconnection from the noise and reconnection with yourself. Stillness clears the clutter. It sharpens your focus. It lets your inner wisdom rise above the mental noise. Most people are addicted to stimulation. Their thoughts aren't even theirs anymore. You will break that cycle. And as you practice stillness, your mind becomes a weapon, a calm, clear, calculated weapon. Pillar 5, no negotiation. This is where talk ends and transformation begins. It means you do what you said you would do, period. Not when it's easy, not when you feel like it. every single day, no matter the weather, no matter the mood. Most people lose not because they lack talent, but because they make deals with their excuses. I'll do it later. I deserve a break. I've done enough today. These little compromises day after day chip away at your identity. But you build the opposite. You tell your subconscious, I finish what I start. That's the line where discipline turns into identity. Understand this. You're not chasing perfection. You're chasing consistency. If you miss your workout, you don't mope. You double it the next day. If you fall short on deep work, you make it up. The standard is non-negotiable. This isn't about being strict just for the sake of it. This is how new identities are born. Through repeated action, through relentless alignment, through showing up even when no one claps and no one cares. That's when the new you is being built. Now let's talk about the internal battle. Most people fail because they haven't learned how to silence the voice in their head that wants comfort. That whisper will come. It will say, take it easy, skip today. You've earned it. And if you're not locked in, you'll listen. But you're not here for comfort. You're here for change. You're not here to play with the idea of growth. You're here to step into it fully. So when that voice speaks, you respond with action. You don't argue, you move. And there's something else you must cut to protect your focus, the chaos around you. That means distractions. Mindless scrolling, entertainment that doesn't build you, it all goes. You are building a new standard, and your environment must reflect it. If it doesn't move you forward, it doesn't belong in your day. Gossip, out. Drama, gone. Background noise and meaningless conversation, not welcome. Protect your energy like it's your future, because it is. Alcohol, it numbs the edge you need, disrupts your sleep, muddies your clarity. Cut it, not forever, but for now. You're entering a phase of your life where you need to feel everything. The fire, the discomfort, the growth. Anything that dulls that connection slows your evolution. And right now, everything must serve the mission. Finally, we have the most dangerous enemy of all, dopamine addiction. You don't just have a distraction problem, you have a chemical one. Notifications, noise, constant stimulation. It's rewired your brain to chase novelty instead of mastery. To break free, you'll need to detox. Silence, stillness, and deep work are your medicine. The next 90 days aren't about chasing feel-good moments. They're about training your brain to crave progress instead of quick hits. And once you do that, you'll stop being pulled by distractions and start being driven by purpose. Your environment is either building you or breaking you. If you try to change your life inside a cluttered, overstimulated, chaotic space, you will fail. The environment you live and work in must reflect the future you're building. Clean it, clear it, make it sharp and intentional. This is not about vibes. It's about war. You're not creating a chill atmosphere, you're creating a launch pad. Every space you touch, from your bedroom to your kitchen to your laptop, must signal one thing. This is where I win. No more working from your bed. No more background noise, no more multitasking. Every item in your space must serve a purpose. If it doesn't, remove it. Your surroundings are silently training your focus. If your space is random, your results will be random. Make it sacred. And this doesn't stop at the physical. Your mental space must become unshakable. That means boundaries. That means muting group chats, deleting distractions, and refusing to answer every ping. You are building something powerful. Let nothing leak in and nothing leak out. This is what separates those who rise from those who wish. A sacred space builds sacred discipline. Your nervous system needs peace to rebuild. Your mind needs quiet to create. Most people chase productivity through more input, but the highest performers know the truth. Stillness is the secret. Not inactivity, alignment. Stillness is how you see clearly. It's how you reset. It's how you stay grounded when the world is loud and tempting you to quit. Now let's shift from the outside to the inside. Your behavior must stop asking permission from your emotions. This is where you draw the line. Stop waiting to feel motivated. Stop checking how you feel before taking action. Your mood cannot be your manager anymore. You move no matter what. You act even if you're tired. because if you let emotions lead, your results will always be unstable. From now on, feelings take the back seat. Identity takes the wheel, and that identity must be anchored. What does that mean? It means you don't wait to become the person who finishes. You act like him now, not tomorrow, not when you feel confident. Now you move as if you've already earned the discipline. You behave like someone who doesn't skip workouts, who doesn't negotiate with weakness. You don't try to become, you are. Why? Because the subconscious doesn't respond to wishes. It responds to repetition. If you act from your future identity long enough, your mind will catch up, and that identity will become your truth. This is why you stop obsessing over goals. Set them once, then focus only on systems. A goal is just a direction, but systems, that's the engine. You won't win because of what you want. You'll win because of what you do every day. So build a system so clear, so simple, that there's no thinking required. Morning routine, work block, training time, evening wind down, all automatic. That's how champions operate. Ritual becomes rhythm. Rhythm becomes momentum. And momentum makes success feel natural. Now let's prepare for the 3 walls you will hit. These aren't maybe, they're guaranteed. And if you know what's coming, you won't be shocked when they show up. The first wall, it hits fast. Somewhere between day 7 and day 10. That's when the initial excitement wears off. The dopamine fades. The work feels heavier. And suddenly the voice in your head gets louder. Take a break. You've done enough. Skip today. But that's not truth. That's your old identity trying to pull you back into comfort. This first wall isn't here to stop you. It's here to test you. It's where most people fold, but not you. You're not here to win the easy days. You're here to show up when it's boring, when it's silent, when no one's watching, because that's where the new you is built, in repetition, not motivation. Every time you push past the resistance, you leave behind a piece of the old version of you. You don't have to yell at it. You just walk through it, one focused, quiet, relentless action at a time. Then comes the second wall, usually around day 30. This one's more subtle. You're not struggling anymore, but you're bored. The routine feels repetitive. The work is still showing no big results. You're consistent, but now you start asking, is this even working? And this wall is dangerous, not because it's hard, but because it makes you doubt. It makes you question the system that's actually working beneath the surface. This is where most people sabotage their progress. They try to switch things up. They abandon the structure too soon, but not you. You understand that mastery doesn't come with constant excitement. It comes in the quiet grind, in the daily effort when nothing seems to be happening. What you don't see is that everything is happening inside you. Your brain is rewiring, your emotions are stabilizing, your actions are becoming automatic. And soon the external will catch up to the internal. That's the breakthrough point, but only if you don't quit. And then somewhere around day 60, something shifts. You start to feel it. You're not forcing discipline anymore. It's flowing from you. You speak less, you act more. Your thoughts are clearer. You feel grounded, not hype. Your habits don't feel like effort. They feel like identity. You're not following a plan anymore. You are the plan. This is the point most people never reach. But if you stay locked in, if you respect the structure, your rhythm will carry you through. By now, the resistance is fading. The rituals are ingrained. You don't need reminders. You just move. Quiet, sharp, focused. That's how you know you're changing. Not by the noise you make, but by the weight you carry in silence. And now we arrive at the final wall, day 90. But this one's different. It doesn't look like resistance. It looks like transformation. You wake up and something inside feels solid, still. Your mind is clear. Your body responds. Your actions aren't decisions anymore. They're instinct. You've crossed over into a version of yourself that no longer needs convincing, motivating, or pushing. You've become the man you set out to be. Here's the real reward. It's not applause. It's not followers. It's not some grand moment. It's self-respect. It's knowing that you said you'd do something hard, and you did it, quietly, repeatedly, without skipping, without selling out, without turning back. And now everything about you is different. Not just what you've built, but who you are while building. You don't need to say a word. The results speak. The way you walk, the way you show up. That's the proof. But listen closely. This isn't the end. This is your new beginning. This is who you are now. You don't go back. You don't finish the 90 days and relax into your old self. You evolve into the next mission, because the man who shows up here has momentum, clarity, and identity on his side, and you can build anything with that. And when doubt creeps in, and it will, you don't panic, you anchor. You speak the truth to yourself. I said 90, not 9. That's your reset phrase. Use it when it gets heavy, when you want to quit, when comfort whispers, say it. I said 90, not 9, and then get back to work. Because the gap between the old you and the future you is filled with daily discipline. No one else can give it to you. You build it, brick by brick, rip by rip. By now, it's not about checking boxes. It's about proving who you are when no one's watching. That's how confidence is built. That's how certainty grows, through consistency, through alignment, through showing up again and again, even when you could walk away. So disappear. Go quiet. Let them think you gave up. Don't explain yourself. Don't announce what you're doing. Just build. Build until they don't recognize you anymore. Until your presence says everything your words never had to. You are no longer the man who needs motivation. You are the man who moves anyway. This is what happens when you stop negotiating, when you stop explaining, when you stop trying, and start becoming. Let this version of you rise. Let him speak through action, through silence, through results. Because once you go all in, once you stay locked in for 90 days, there's no going back. And the world will feel the difference before they even see it.